Okay, everybody, welcome back to Ghetto Girls with Good Table Manners. I am Alex, and we are back for season 2.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Ready.
But these people already been on the show before, but I'm going to just let y'all reintroduce yourself, where y'all from, what y'all do.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with you, Leopard.
Wait a minute, girl. Hi, I'm Latanya.
Oh,
I do that every time.
girl. And talk up.
Hey, everybody. I'm Auntie. Everybody call me Auntie. My name is Tanya, though. I'm Auntie. I'm from Milledgeville, Georgia.
She love to say that. You just swore
Milledgeville,
that
Georgia. I am a chef/caterer of Prestigious One Catering. That's what I do.
I love that.
Beautiful Auntie.
Thank you, baby.
And who are you?
I'm Kayla. I'm from East Atlanta. East Atlanta.
Look, the zone of 6.
The zone of 6. Boulder Crest to be exact.
Hell no.
I work in accounts payable, not accounting, accounts payable.
Girl, we don't know what that means.
What that mean? Do that mean there's somebody in debt?
No, they ain't in debt. We just pay the bills for the company.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
it,
Gotcha.
that's
Okay, I gotta hit y'all with some facts first as I look at my notes. 38% of the prison population is black men, some who are wrongfully convicted. And most of the men that's on there on parole without, life without parole, makes up 48% of black men. The reason I'm telling y'all all this is because these women, and maybe myself, because I don't know if I want to tell y'all yet, are some of the women that did time with their man. So, I'm going to just ask y'all some questions. You can say what you want to say. You can say, you don't got to say what you don't want to say. But I do want to know a little bit about who was your loved one that was locked up and how much time they did. Are they free? They still locked up? Like, what's the status with everything?
Okay.
We're going to always start with you, Leopard.
Okay, baby.
Okay.
Okay, pink pound.
Okay.
My story is kind of different because I met my husband while he was in prison. I did not know him before he went
on
to
the street.
prison, before he was on the street.
Okay.
I was doing internship at a prison, and that's where I met him at. His name is Michael. His name is Michael. He did 20 years, which he did 20 years to the door, 5 years on parole. With that being said, out of those 20 years that he did to the door, I did 12 with him.
Jesus.
12 with him. And we are still together to this day.
Wow.
We're still together to this day. We got married in 2014. So it's going on 10 years that we're going to be married.
Okay, that's enough for now. That's a lot.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
beautiful, Auntie.
Okay, Kayla, what's up with you?
So, like Auntie, my story is a bit different as well. It started off with my dad, who went to prison when I was 6 years old. And when he came out, my daughter was 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
So with that being said, my dad did serve 20 years in prison to the door. No probation, no parole. My boyfriend did 8 years in prison. He did all 8 years to the door, and he do have 7 years on probation with 3 left. So that's my story.
How long y'all been together?
Oh, we've been together since we were 13, on and off, of course. We communicated the entire time he was in prison with visits, phone calls, things of that nature. But, like, actually in a relationship, I did the last 3 years with him during his incarceration.
Were they locked up in Georgia or somewhere else?
Both my dad and my boyfriend was locked up in Georgia.
Michael was also locked up in Georgia.
Should I tell my business?
You should. Spill the tea.
Well, my name Alex, and I'm dating someone in prison as well.
How What time they got? Well, you met them.
They on the way. They'll be home very soon, like before the spring break. That's all you bitches getting from me.
That's it.
Okay, cool. Tell us a little bit about your loved one, like their personality.
You go first, Shay.
Okay. So with my dad, because he went away when I was so young, I only knew of things that my mom or my grandma or aunties would share with me about my dad.
Yeah.
So my experience that I recall with my dad was always happy. My dad he washed cars. That's what I remember about my dad. He washed cars.
So you thought your daddy was an upright citizen?
I did. I thought my dad
But
was
your
a
dad
good,
was out
a
here
good
goddamn-
hard-working citizen.
Oh, okay.
Because I would always visit my daddy at the car wash.
yeah, he was
That's what I knew. My daddy washed
exactly.
cars. And he did a damn good job washing them cars.
Right.
He was washing cars, bitch.
He was washing cars, all right. So, yeah, that's what I knew about my dad. But when he came home, I found out that all of the things that I was told about my dad were true. My dad is a hard-working man. He's a loving man. He's a great provider. I see that now that he's home. My boyfriend took me completely by surprise. The person that I knew was, I did have to pick on my fan, baby. I had to pick on my fan, cause my man, the man that I knew, was a good man. He was sweet. He never got in no trouble.
Well, I ain't gonna tell that lie.
He loved on me. We went to the movies. We had a lot of dates. You know, we was just doing
He was a sweetie pie.
things that typical teenagers do.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember about him. So when I found out that he
committed a crime.
He committed a crime.
Yeah.
When I found out that he committed a crime, I was totally shocked. But we'll get into that story later because it ain't time for that, right?
We gonna get into it all.
Okay, it
What
ain't
about
time for that, right?
Well, I'll just say real quick. I knew from the motherfucking jump. Mine was bad as fuck when I met him. There was no denying it. Okay, but what about you? Cause you love to tell somebody about y'all, where y'all from. Yeah, where y'all from in the 90s, in the 80s. Girl, we don't be caring nothing about none of that. But you love the brand, so it's your time, baby.
Well, from what I know from Michael, when he was in the street, he was a thug.
Oh.
He was that man on the streets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was.
I like how you
He
said that,
was.
actually.
He was that man on the streets.
Okay.
So, but when I met him, he still was the man in prison.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like everybody respected him.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like everybody knew Crazy Shawty didn't play. That was his name, Crazy Shawty. Crazy Shawty didn't play. He 5'8", 165 pounds, but baby, he hold his weight.
Okay.
He holds his own down, and yeah, because he is that man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he is a man. It's a difference with being the man and being a man.
For sure.
So he is a man whatsoever. So, but when we got together, mind you, I was his superior. I was his guard. I was his, looking over him. I was looking over him, and it's like one day I was standing at the podium and somebody said something to me. Yes,
Can
baby.
I ask one question, Auntie? Now, only the real ones know about this. Did he ever get a B11 because of you?
What that is?
What is that? I can't remember what a B11 is.
You can't remember
I've
what
been
a
out there.
B11
It's been
is.
14 years since we've been out.
What the hell is a B11?
That's the violation. That's the violation when they jack to you.
Oh no!
Wait a
Oh
minute.
no!
Y'all getting ahead. Y'all getting ahead.
No.
I just wanted to know.
My man was respectful, baby.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all get too
My
far
man
ahead.
was, let me tell you, but no, he was, when I met him, I was standing at the podium, and this is no lie. I was standing at the podium, and I was taking names down, getting everybody the new intakes in and everything, and then he turned around, he said, where I need to go. And I'm still turned around.
Follow me.
I'm still turning around. I said, give me a minute. I'm getting my stuff together for you. I'm getting my stuff so I can tell everybody where they need to go. And I turned around, and we locked eyes. And ever since then, we've been locking eyes.
Oh, wow.
Woo! Oh, baby. We ain't got into the realty.
We ain't got into the tea.
Yeah, we ain't got into the. Let me puff on that.
Damn, should I share?
You supposed to share. You up
The
there.
floor is yours, Pink Panther.
Well, we'll move on right quick.
No, we not.
What?
You gotta stay with everybody else.
I gotta answer the same question?
Yeah.
What was the question? I done forgot.
What was your man personality?
Oh, she did. She answered the question. She said she knew he was fucked up off the real.
Well, wait, hold on, let me rephrase that. I knew he was bad.
That, and you know I had forgot all about
I don't know. I don't know
never
nothing
talked
about
to
no
anybody Jacking off of me.
B11, none of that. But my people, they real cool. Like they real cool. Like they the coolest. They super chill, real nice. You know, but they always been like that. So I mean, I really got tricked into fucking like being in a whole situation. But it's just always been
Why
real
would you
cool.
say trick, baby?
Because I thought you would come home in 4 months.
But that's the same thing
But
with
4
me and
months
Michael
turned
though. Michael
into
told me he only
14 months.
Michael told me he only had 5 years.
These
Look.
niggas,
And
y'all be
then
looking
one
at
thing
that
about it,
paperwork.
back then we didn't have everything what you got now. Google was we had to go actually on the Georgia Department of Correction website to search and see what a person did and see when their TPM is, which is tentative parole month.
Yeah.
Or we had to see when what their crime was because they'll lie about their crime.
They will.
Yeah.
They will lie about their crime.
They will.
Yeah, I thought them people just had. Well, not only why. Sometimes they really do be thinking like, I'm gonna get early release, or I'm gonna do a third of
Can
my
I share some with
time.
y'all?
But no, I got treated.
Yeah, baby,
I thought
share.
a nigga had 4 months.
I didn't get treated. He actually told me he was facing 99 years.
Oh, wow.
99
And you
years.
still made that sacrifice. Is he home? He home now?
Wait, y'all, we gotta get this out there, cause that's too deep. Wait, cause I ain't gonna lie, I love my people, but 99 years is insane.
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't.
And
We
expect
weren't
for
in
me
a
to do that.
relationship at the time that he
Yeah.
was expecting.
I did
that time.
12.
12 is ridiculous. Okay, but let's stay on subject, cause I do got a lot of questions. Let's talk about how was it dating somebody in prison for a long period of time? Cause hell, anything after 3 months a long time.
Them first 4 years went by because I saw him every day.
Right, cause you were down there getting B12s and shit.
B11.
B11. Okay. How was it for you?
But it was. How was it for you dating somebody in prison?
So, dating somebody in prison for me, it wasn't bad because I was introduced to that life early on.
From your daddy.
I knew my dad because I know at first I said I didn't know him, but I didn't know him as a free man. Mm-hmm. I visited my daddy all the time. So I had a relationship with my daddy while he was in prison.
How was that though? It just felt like I was getting to know my daddy.
It felt normal to me because I was so young when he left. So all I knew was
this my
daddy in prison. My daddy would send me teddy bears. My daddy would send me little handkerchiefs.
Did they lie to you and be like, oh, your daddy in college, or you knew your daddy
No,
was in
I
prison?
knew my daddy was in prison out the gate.
Cause you on slow.
Yeah, I knew my daddy
your
was
daddy
in prison.
college.
Yeah, because I hate when people tell their children things like, oh, your daddy's on a business trip, or your daddy in school. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because as a child, when you pull up and you see barbed wires and you see gates and you know, hey, I gotta walk behind. I have to walk through this gate, wait till this one closed before they open the next one. That's not normal. I knew that wasn't school, and I knew that wasn't a business trip. But my relationship was great with my dad. Of course, he couldn't be there physically when I had graduation, prom, the birth of my children. He missed things like that, and that would always bother me.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was my daddy. Every girl loved that daddy. I don't know about y'all.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know I love
I know
my
about
daddy.
you.
You know I love,
But I love my daddy.
I love my motherfucking
My daddy
daddy.
can't do no wrong in my eyes. If my daddy
the
was
only
in
one I got
prison in
love, so.
Japan, I was going.
Right.
But so for my boyfriend, it like I said, it was normal because I had already went through with my daddy, so I knew the steps. It wasn't shocking to me when I hear the gates close and click, and it wasn't shocking to me. I was just happy to be in his presence again and to spend time with him because at the time that we rekindled, I was going through a really, really bad breakup with my first daughter's dad. So he was always my friend until we, you know, got back into a relationship. So it became normal until he went to the halfway house. It became spicy then.
Yes. I was
so
spicy
let-
at the jail, baby.
Okay, so let's back up. Cause you said you met your husband in the prison, but you was the prison.
I was.
How the hell that work? Like what y'all like?
I told you it was love at first sight.
I do believe in love at first
No,
sight.
it was love at
absolutely.
first sight.
But
It
I'm saying
was.
like, how did y'all like date for real? Like how? I mean, you got more access than a lot of us, but like, what was like an average day? You go to work, you clock in, cause you lying the whole day.
Actually, we really wasn't. To be honest with
lying,
you,
girl. You ain't
we
supposed to be
was
messing with
out.
no people.
We was out in the open. Yeah, it was like when I worked his hall, I would make. I don't want to incriminate myself.
Well, say
It's
what
been,
you,
but I think
say
I
what
need
you
to look at
can.
the jurisdiction though. I think it's been over as long as it's been over 10 years.
baby. I don't get me lying.
I don't know. but
I'm say tell it.
What you used to do there?
what I used to do there, I went in as a correction officer.
You was a CEO?
I was a CO.
They call them. They say they call y'all mules.
I would never call no
You a mule. When you got like no, that's what they said. Like when you got a girlfriend that's that work there, you a mule. But they say, I mean y'all.
I
story
wouldn't say a
different.
mule because I think of a mule as somebody
do
who
girl.
doing. Yes, I was
Y'all
never
was in
no
a
do
real
girl.
relationship.
Yeah.
Y'all loved each other.
Yeah, we was in a real relationship. He never jeopardized me to ask me to bring him anything or bring him anything other than sausage sandwiches,
Yeah.
Coca-Colas.
Would you have brought him stuff?
No,
Yeah.
no. It wasn't it wasn't like I said, it was everybody that was on the hall knew. It was
The hall or the dorm? Is it the same
it's
thing?
well, we used to call it the hall.
Oh, okay.
Hall back then. It was an open dormitory. So like I said, we knew this was an older prison. So it wasn't one of the newer model prisons what they have now. It was an older prison.
Okay.
But what we did do is we walked around. I walked around in his shower shoes.
Oh.
I walked around. Well, I still because I used to send my no. But the thing about it is, I used to send my shoes. He used to go get my shoes polished because it was a certain way that we had to look as a CEO. I mean a CO. Well, a CEO. Okay. But it was a certain way that we had to look. So he used to send my shoes off to get shined
Get
up.
service.
To get service, and I used to have his shower shoes on.
I hear something about
He used to have me
anxiety.
like every day when I came in, and he knew I was gonna work his hard. Even if I didn't work his hard, if I worked a whole nother hall, he made his way to me every day.
Yeah.
Made his way to some kind of way he was gonna see me.
Yeah.
Every day, and vice versa. It was some kind of way.
You just lined up talking about it. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Beautiful.
But it was vice versa though. So I wouldn't necessarily go out my way to see him, but I knew that every day I was gonna see him. He always had me a bucket of Coca-Colas on ice.
How romantic.
I had
This pretty shit so ghetto.
it very much so. Ghetto girls with good table manners, baby. I always had snacks or whatsoever.
For him or he had them for you?
No, he had them for me.
Oh, wow. That nigga sharing his stuff?
Yeah.
Cause that stuff on the stove ain't cheap.
Very much so. Love them. Still make them to this day. Still make them to this day.
You still eat packets?
Yes, that's a good
It
quick
ain't
meal.
nothing like a prison burrito.
Nothing like the birthday cake. I came in with a birthday cake on my birthday. My birthday is on the 5th of July. I came into a birthday cake and the whole dorm was just like, happy birthday, just sang it to me. Like, they love me. It was just like I said, for 4 years, I saw him work 6, off 2.
My nigga may not like me. We
Work-
ain't eat no burrito. We ain't eat no crackers.
Work 6, but see, the thing about it is,
Kale,
but see,
some
that's
blueberry
why
smoothies.
that's why we got 22 years up under our belt to this day because of the struggle that we went to.
Oh, no,
went
it's a
through.
struggle. We're going to talk about the struggle.
But you know, it
yeah, y'all got a bond that can't nobody understand.
that don't nobody
I
understand.
understand. Well, wait. Y'all jumping ahead of me. Y'all just so ready. Y'all just so ready.
Oh.
Okay, so you was a CEO. Y'all had a whole relationship. You wasn't a mule because you wasn't a do girl.
Mm-hmm.
It was love at first sight. That what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a little bit first, I believe. Okay, craziest story. And then we'll get to you, Kayla. I got a question for you.
Ooh.
And I need it fast. Don't think of a lie.
No, I'm not. I ain't finna think of no lie, because one thing I ain't finna do is tell a lie so I can tell another one to keep up with that lie.
Come on with it.
No, but the thing about it's so many crazy stories.
Give me one.
Okay, one crazy story is one day I was working the yard, and the yard is when they go out for recreation time. They go out for like 3 or 4 hours a day. And me and this guy had got into it. We had got into it earlier.
Another prisoner.
Another prisoner.
Okay.
Not me and Michael. So he decided that he wanted to throw a rock and hit me upside my damn head with it. That was the worst day. Because baby,
crazy shouted.
crazy shouted. Baby, when I tell you it wasn't on, but the thing about it wasn't even crazy shouted that went and reacted. It was the other inmates that went and reacted.
'Cause you was the
like,
cool one.
yeah, they went and reacted like, wait a minute, you ain't finna hit Simp. You ain't finna hit Simp, dog.
You liked it, did.
Yeah.
Look at her. She
And so they couldn't react right then and there, but he got what he got.
Wow.
That's something. Oh, CEO.
Right. Okay, give me one of your crazy stories right quick. Halfway house or prison?
I'm gonna tell y'all the halfway house crazy story. So the craziest story in the halfway house. The first time I visited him in the halfway house, he had just started his job. So I went and got my makeup done.
I know that right.
I wore his favorite shirt.
What's his
wore a
favorite
skirt
shirt?
for easy access.
Oh.
It's a little crop top, black and white little crop top. I wore a skirt for easy access because I knew what I was getting myself into. Y'all, we went to a hotel. The hotel would probably be equivalent to our Motel 6 because he was like 4 hours out.
I just
So
can't
it
tell
was
my business.
equivalent to like a Motel 6.
Yeah.
But I didn't care because they were my man.
Yeah.
So y'all, I picked him up from his place of employment.
Uh-huh.
We driving to the hotel. I'm like, oh, it's finna go down. We get to the hotel. It instantly pop off. Best sex I had in a long time. Because it's something about when you sneaking.
Ooh.
That makes
Baby.
it so good. So it was awesome. So we get ready to leave the hotel. He like, I'm finna go back to work a couple of more hours, and then you come back and pick me up. I'm gonna let you know the time. So I go and I drop him off back at work. So I go back to the hotel by myself, and y'all, I be scared to be in places like that by myself.
Yeah.
So I'm in the
I would,
hotel
you said you
room.
was at the
I
Motel
hear the
6.
neighbor getting it in. So I'm like, shit, it's time for me to go pick my nigga back up.
Where y'all was at, the La Quinta?
No, girl, I don't remember
It
the
was in
name of
what
the
town
hotel.
was
That's
it
why I
at?
said it was in Douglas, Georgia.
Okay.
That's why I said it's kind of equivalent to
To a
like a
hotel.
Motel
Yeah,
6.
it's probably one of the Royal
It was
Inns.
wherever
Royal
a bed
Inns.
was.
I know
That's
that
what
right.
it was.
Right.
Wherever a bed was.
We don't even need no bed, baby.
Wherever the bed was.
Yeah,
Oh, we'll
tell
get
them
in
on
that story
back
because we
steps.
done got it in the car. That back seat of that Camry became a bed.
I know that right.
But anywho, so long story short, I couldn't go back and get him. It was his first day at work, so he really didn't know how the schedule went. Later on down the line, I found out he had got in trouble for leaving. But I guess it was worth the wait. It was worth the time, y'all, because
He
we
was
had
facing
time.
99 years. Yeah, it
So
was.
by the time I got up, I went and took him some breakfast and went on about my way.
Oh,
That
okay.
was my
That was cute.
story.
That ain't that crazy.
No, it ain't.
It was
Besides
crazy.
getting hit up the side of the head with a damn rock.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay, so then we got the crazy. Let's talk about how do you establish trust? Because trust in any relationship is hard, but like, how do you establish trust being with somebody in prison? And how do they trust you?
Them phone calls. They're going to call you 24/7. And we was, mind you, we pre-cell phone. No cell phone went back in prison then.
Oh, but you talking about they didn't have cell phones?
No, they didn't have
Okay,
cell
I was
phones
gonna say,
back
let's
in
see what
prison.
That nigga went down prison talking about they had cell phones.
No, they didn't have cell phones
Ain't there.
inside the prison. I had a cell phone. So it's like it's whatever you doing, if you don't answer the phone, you getting questioned. Like, why you ain't answering the phone? What you out there doing? What you got going on? What going, why the hell you ain't answering the phone?
Was
First
your
of all,
man jealous?
No, my guy ain't jealous.
Yeah. I can't do that.
No, he not jealous. He just like, why you ain't answer the phone? Because I was doing such at the
Right.
time. Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But trust is very hard in trust is hard in any relationship, but especially in a prison relationship, because if you don't work there, it's the thought of who else he talking to. Who is he telling somebody else the same thing that he telling me?
Who on his visitation?
Who on his
list?
visit? Oh, I knew who was on that visitation
Oh, I
list.
seen the list.
I knew who was
I
on that
seen the
visitation
list.
list. Baby,
I
that
seen
was,
the
let me
list.
tell you something, when I first got interested in him, that was the first thing I did, checked everything, checked the visitation list,
For sure.
and made sure that there wasn't nobody saying that there was no girlfriend on there, which it wasn't. It was kids, sisters.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, but it was very, I don't know, I can't answer for him with the trust
With the trust part.
on his
I
behalf.
think they just gotta tell you. You get what I'm saying? Like, or it's certain things they may open up about to let you know, like, oh, he really trusts me. You know what I'm saying?
It was different in my situation.
Yeah. Let me.
Because my man pretty much was like, he knew that life still goes on outside of prison. So the trust came from that. And when I knew he like accepted it, because he would hear stories from his homeboys that'll be like heartbroken because that girl out here sleeping with other people. He kind of put in his mind, hey, she's going to sleep with somebody.
Yeah.
I'm in here. I can't do nothing for her. So he already had it in his mind. So if that disappointment did come, it wouldn't hurt him as bad as it would have came had he not prepared himself for it. So I never, cheated on him or gave him a reason not to trust me, because it's like, how you do that when somebody coming to you as real as he came to me?
Yeah.
It was kind of hard to break that.
What made y'all fall in love? And I share that, but that's all I'm gonna share. What made y'all fall in love?
Well, we didn't fall in love when he was in prison. This been years ago. That was my first love. The guy that took my virginity, my first date, my first everything. So
Y'all
it
had
really
history.
wasn't. Yeah, we
Y'all had
definitely had history.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. I can't really answer that question.
What made you fall in love? Oh, you said you
It
looked
was
at
love
the
at
nigga.
first sight. I keep telling you that. I don't know what
It
you want me
had
to
to be
say.
something about that man that make you love him.
Everything.
What his name? Shouted crazy. What
Crazy
Crazy
Shawty.
Shawty.
Don't disrespect Crazy Shawty, baby. Let me call them guns up. No, but we just, it was just conversations that we had. Conversations.
Them conversations we did.
Sitting outside on the back porch, talking, just learning more
And you
about
know
him.
the beauty of it too, when you can develop a bond
That's
just
not
through
physical.
conversation, and it has nothing to do with physical.
For sure.
Like that bond right there is like no other.
Yeah.
I'll say I also, you know how it's like you think you're a good communicator, like, oh, I know how to express myself, I know how to convey how I feel, but shit like this really teach you, nah, you can really work on how you say shit,
Yeah.
when you say shit, because sometimes your timing just be wrong.
Yeah.
It ain't even what you say, it's when you say it. So I do agree with that. Building an emotional connection was real important to me. Let's talk about money. Everybody gives. Whew, let me use your fan. Let's talk about money though. Was it expensive dating somebody in prison?
Hell yeah.
Expensive. Not just as far as the phone, putting money on the book. Like, did y'all ever have any? Well, most of y'all people was already sentenced, so y'all didn't have to do lawyers or none of that shit. But just to putting money on the phone, the book, shit.
Even going to visitation.
Going to
Going
see
to
him
visitation,
expensive.
Going to see him is expensive.
You talking about gas in the car. You talking about quarters so they can get food out the vending machine. And my boyfriend wasn't as greedy as my daddy.
Oh, your daddy.
My daddy,
Michael
he
was
wanted the wings. He wanted to put in the microwave for like 10 minutes instead of 5 minutes because he wanted them crispy like they done came from American Deli. So my dad, I would say, was the most expensive for me, rather more so than my boyfriend, because his thing was, hey, I'm going to do what I got to do in here to make some money, or I'm going to ask my mama for some money before I ask my girl for some money.
Yeah.
So it was a little less expensive with him versus my dad. But them trips, them hotel rooms.
But wait, because they was both locked up at the same time at one point?
They
right?
were.
So you were doing like one on Saturday, one on Sunday?
No, I would do one on this weekend
Weekend,
and then
and
one
one
on
on
the
the
next
next
weekend.
weekend.
Because really, to be honest with you, my daddy was in a prison that wasn't so far from where I live versus my boyfriend being in a prison that was 4 hours away or maybe 3.5 hours away.
So you traveled.
So I definitely traveled.
Baby, 2 my max. My car cut off at 2 hours.
I traveled.
I can't go no
Baby, I
further.
use my mama car. I use my car. I use a rental car. However I gotta get to them, I'ma get to them.
What y'all think the biggest misconception is about people that's in prison relationships? Like, cause you know it could be
It's
will
prison
food,
talk.
that's prison
It's
talk.
prison talk.
you know people could be real judgmental. Like, oh, that nigga just
Yeah.
It's prison talk. My grandma told me when he first, well, right before he came home, my grandma told me, baby, a nigga cloud up on your ass and rain. I said, well, what, grandma?
Yeah.
We love each other. So
Yeah.
I want understanding on that because in my mind, we loved each other. In my mind, what he was telling me was
true.
law.
Yeah.
It was.
I feel like sometimes, well, I feel like once in your lifetime you meet a person that like really leave like that imprint on you, and it's just like, I'm gonna go to the ends of the earth for you. Like, I love you. I can't say no. I want you to be okay. You know, shit like that.
Yeah,
but you only
whatever
meet that person once.
I believe
Cause
that.
I wouldn't do this shit with nobody else no more in this life or the motherfucking next.
Yeah.
I'm really not built for it. I'm just fucking around, I guess. I don't know.
Don't say that.
I mean, not like that, but I'm just saying, you know, like your dad was in prison. You was kind of accustomed to it. Like, I always had boyfriends in jail, but county and prison,
Totally
two
different.
things.
Totally different. But believe it or not, me and my boyfriend, when he was free, when we were dating while we was kids, we went to church on Father's Day. They did the little dance with my father's song. I would always break down because I always wanted my daddy.
Yeah.
And I remember in that moment looking at him saying, don't ever do this to me. Please don't ever do this to me. And when it happened, it was
You were
kind of like a
devastated.
slap in the face. I was devastated. I had just graduated high school. I was literally going away to college a week before I found out that he was locked up.
Yeah. I'll say, this is just me. Once again, jail and prison, 2 different things. And when you younger, going with somebody that's in jail, you don't feel it as much. Cause you young, you in the streets, you at the club, you doing whatever. But being older, you more mature, you a little bit more settled. You feel that distance way more. Like, you want companionship more at this age. When you 20, 21, you got 2, 3 boyfriends. I know I had 3 boyfriends on Boulder Crest from Eagle Run to Ellenwood. I didn't give a fuck. But being this age, hell nah, it feel way
It
different.
hit harder. The nights get lonely.
It did.
I want to
Very much
say it hit me the most at night when I would be around my friends. Like, we could be at a party or we could be somewhere at a bar. Or we could be at a strip club and my friends got that man
And
or
you're not
husband,
there.
And you going home.
and he not there, and then I'm going home by myself. I don't have nobody to call me and say, hey, did you make it home? I know you was drinking. Did you make it home? I didn't have that.
Question: Did y'all? Oh, they didn't have cell phone. They were before your time. You ever bought a cell phone for somebody, or you helped out one?
I never bought a cell phone, and I never helped out
Well,
For
my
real?
with
son,
the purchase of a cell phone.
my son, we had to do that for him. So he in there now.
Yeah. They be having iPhones.
They be
and-
requesting
having
iPhones.
Now the iPhones up there, but they be having some Androids that's up there. You see what I'm saying? But
It's high in price.
In price.
Like what you pay on the street for it,
$1,200
here is like 24.
$24,000 to $3,000.
$1,000
yeah, so
inside
like
of that.
a regular Android, like a nothing,
A flip, a flip.
something like an old man would have. It's very much $1,500. Oh,
Absolutely.
wait, let me.
Yeah.
Now I can talk about this. now let me tell y'all that prison map totally different. The phone is one thing. The SIM card is $100. The fucking charger is $250. Then you gotta get that motherfucker cut on. It's a whole ordeal. Now let's talk.
They sure do. Out of
they
battery
make them
packs,
kids.
they
Girl,
make
they
chargers.
creative.
Out of
They
old
real
electric
creative.
wires.
Wait, let's talk. Wait, let's give them credit. Them men, no, for real. Them niggas are so smart.
Yes,
they
they
so
are.
Very much
intelligent.
so.
They so innovative. Like, it's nothing they can't do. They really make a life for themselves and a living in there. But yeah, so So prison was expensive. Because how was the phone back then with y'all?
We just had it on collect phone calls.
Okay.
So it was just like MCI is when MCI was in.
Oh, we
and
used Security.
we started
Global
using
Tel.
Security.
Yeah.
When he was in the halfway house, it was Securus then. But Global Tel Link.
Yeah.
But it used to be my phone bill used to run on average on my maybe like $1,000 to $1,200 a month.
You paid that?
Yeah.
Ain't no way in the hell.
Girl, the lengths you go for love.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then you gotta think about it, he calling it's 15 minutes. 15 minutes every
Let me say that,
single
man. Let me
day.
say what I wouldn't do, but $1,000 for a phone bill is crazy.
But that's just like you paying $1,200 for a cell phone. You ain't got no SIM card, no charger, and then like that, and you gotta pay for the activation.
Baby, how much that charge is?
Okay.
I gotta talk.
Right,
Yeah.
but see,
Can you get it now? You gotta go outside to get it. They gotta see. Wait.
How long before the drop?
Yeah, when the drop coming. Okay, let's talk about mental health. For us
okay.
and for them. Where were you mentally during this time?
First 4 years, I was mentally happy, but when
You couldn't
when
see
it
him
hit,
no more?
when I couldn't see him no more, it hit different.
Yeah.
It hit very different because now I'm yearning to be around him.
Right.
No, y'all don't
No,
understand
for
because
real.
this is the glory. I'm gonna tell you something right now. It takes me back to one of the
Good
most
times.
good times in my life
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I fell in love unapologetically.
Yeah.
Didn't care what nobody had to say. And like you said, my grandmama told me that she called him the prisoner. That's what she used to call him, the prisoner. The prisoner gonna get out here and the prisoner gonna leave you for somebody else. But one thing I can say, he stood on his word.
Yeah.
And that meant a lot. And the only thing I could do was trust him at his word. So when I trusted him at his word of this is what you said you're gonna do and you did it, and he stood on every single thing that he said, that let me know that when he didn't ask me to bring him nothing in, because I could have easily, you got a CEO and the other one
You in
know
the
about
uniform.
it. I'm in a uniform, you know,
Yeah.
she can get some things in here, and he didn't. I knew right then that, you know, that this relationship was it was something different.
Yeah.
It was something
Go
different.
ahead, Kayla.
What was the question again?
Bitch, I
Because
done
I'm
forgot. I was
just
hoping
right. I'm
Well,
in with Auntie.
The mental.
The
Yeah.
mental. Okay, so my mental was complete happiness because, like I said, I did the last 2 or 3 years with him. So it was more so on the halfway house stage. So
let me ask you
How
a
long was he
question.
in the halfway house?
That's what I was just gonna ask. And then when you first started, you knew he was facing them 99 years?
So with the 99 years, that's what he was facing. If he had went to trial, he took a plea. The plea was 8 do 15, which the 8 years was served there.
Y'all ever seen
and
them
the
people on
other
the internet when they
7
get that time, they collapse and start screaming and yelling?
Yeah.
I would be one of those people.
Yeah, the other 7, girl, I was crushed when he told me
Yeah.
that. I'm like, you better not go to trial. It ain't time to go to trial.
Don't take that
Take
shit
that
to trial.
You know that my
Please don't
Please don't.
Please don't take that shit to trial.
Yeah.
So I was very happy that he was in a mental state where he like, okay, it's either I do these 99 years if I go to trial, or I do these 15 do 8
Yeah.
with the other 7 served on
Yeah.
probation. So that was
Right.
I
But see,
was
Michael
very
thing
happy
was
that he
different
did
because
that.
when I finally got his transcript, his grid sheet, and everything, Michael was actually supposed to only do 7 years. The judge took back his sentence because he pleaded. He played it out. But the judge took back his sentence and was like, no, you're going to have to do 20. You have to do 25, 20 max, 5. You might get parole.
Wow. Well,
Plus,
his
let me tell you
co-defendant
this.
is doing life now.
But let me tell you this.
Because he went to trial.
The thing about it is, with no evidence against him.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask y'all this.
No
too.
evidence against him
let's
whatsoever.
talk
Let me
about-
answer my mental health
Answer the mental,
question.
but I got another question.
So the mental was very happy in the halfway house until he had a situation because I had got used to the freedom, so to speak, of the halfway house versus what it was like in prison. He got into a situation, an altercation, where he was sent back to prison. So it's like, now I got to reprogram my mind, because I don't know if they're going to make him serve the rest of his time in prison or whether they're going to transfer him to another halfway
That's
house
scary.
because the incident was not his fault. So that right there sent me back into like, damn, what we gonna do now? He don't have no cell phone no more.
Yeah.
He don't have the freedom of when he go to work, I can come down there. Hell, I went to see this man at a doctor's appointment. I had the flu. He said, I got a doctor's appointment. I said, I'm on the way. Sat at that doctor's appointment with my mask on, with my man. But yeah, that was my answer for the mental.
What you said something, Auntie Nick, was about to ask you something.
When I told you the judicial system.
Oh, let's talk about that. Have y'all witnessed or, well, hell, you were the police. Have y'all witnessed or what type of injustice have y'all seen y'all people experience while being in there? So, like you said, the judge.
He started off, but he started
Because he ain't had no evidence
No,
against
no
him.
evidence against him whatsoever. No evidence. And then when he did, he took a plea like, okay, they told him you could do 7 years and you'll be home. Well, that ain't what happened.
Yeah, he ended up doing 20.
He ended up doing 20.
Did you, even like going to visitation and stuff like that, did you witness
Oh,
any
very much
unfair
so.
like treatment?
Even working, when I worked visitation, it was unfairness. We treat the big dogs family different than you treat the other
niggas, yeah.
Right. Because you don't want consequences of what's gonna happen if with them. Even though I won't worry about no consequences or whatsoever, I'm just gonna naturally treat
everybody
people,
the same.
try to treat people right, because I'm thinking about if my loved one, mind you, I didn't grow up with none of this.
Right.
When nobody locked up, I ain't never heard my daddy even say a cuss word. So I didn't grow up with none of this.
You think he on cuz?
Huh?
You think your
He
dad
don't.
on cuz?
He don't. He don't.
How was y'all first visitation?
My
Well,
first
hell, you
visitation.
didn't get one, girl.
No,
You
I
was-
did. No, I did, because I
Oh,
ended up
you
getting on his
going.
visitation list afterwards, after I left the prison.
But not from the prison,
Because I
y'all was
resigned.
there.
No.
Okay.
They shipped them off. So when I resigned from the prison, because they wasn't finna come to me every day asking me about, who is you talking to this person? Is you talking to this person? No, I'm gonna go ahead on and resign, take my loss. I got my money saved up, running. And so our first visitation, I'm gonna tell you, it was scary as hell when them doors closed, bam, because I ain't never had those doors closed behind me from the point where I can't control them. Like I can tell my CEO, look, open that door back up for me so I can get back out. But now when they closing at you, you go behind that door and then you go behind another door. It's hard because they got control of when you could come, anything can break out.
Yeah.
Anything can break out. They got control of when
Right,
you could come in and
was.
how you could go.
Man, let's say I was cool the whole ride, listening to music. I said, but it's a real goddamn prison, like barbed wire. I was like, this shit is not the movies.
Was the car riding around?
Bitch, what you looking for?
Yep.
Like the car
car
kept riding
definitely
around.
riding
The car riding
And you know
around.
they not
Yep.
nice to you when you get there.
Absolutely
So I'm a
not.
fish out of water. I was like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? And this lady, she was older, but she was real sweet. She was like, baby, fill out these papers, woo, woo, woo. She was like, don't be nervous. She said, walk in with me. That's the only reason I was cool. 'Cause I was just like, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to do. And then, like, it was my first time seeing him in a long time. I don't worry about all the stupid shit. Is my makeup right? But it was just so many thoughts. But yeah, definitely the part about them closing that gate behind you or.
And see, my thing was, let me say, I don't mean to cut you out,
you
but
good.
my thing was, do they know I was a former CO?
Yeah.
How they gonna feel about that?
How they gonna treat you?
How they gonna treat me?
Because I don't know what that computer say.
Right.
And why the fuck do you want my fingerprints?
Oh, they do
Oh, I
fingerprints
ain't
now?
have to get my fingerprint.
I didn't have to get no
So
fingerprint.
with
Why do you
me,
want my fingerprints?
It was more so the body scan that threw me off. Because with my dad was always at Lomax.
Yeah, so when you went
My
to level-
boyfriend,
He was at Max.
he was at High Max. So when I would go,
Tell the
when
people
I
the
would
difference
go,
between low max and high max.
So
because
with
I've
low
only
max-
experienced a high max as well.
So with Lomax, it's not a full body scan. It's not cadets walking you, or when I say cadets, I mean like COs in training. It's not cadets walking you from the front gate all the way to visitation.
No, you walk yourself.
High Max, You got cadets walking you. You got to get in a full body scan like you going through TSA at the airport. Oh, wow. It was horrible. I felt like a prisoner.
Yeah.
I really did. I felt like a prisoner. Take your shoes off. I got sandals on. What you want me to stand on?
Oh, they let you come in with sandals? We used to not let them come in with sandals.
Really?
They could have no
That's
sandals,
what
no
the
open
papers
toe
say,
shoes.
but I used to see them letting people in with
yeah,
sandals
because
and
one
stuff.
time I knew I was wearing something I ain't had no business wearing, but it also
Them
depends
hoes
on the
never let
person
me
you
slide.
get at the front.
At the
Because
front.
you always feel like, is you mad because I'm cuter than you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you mad because I ain't got to wear that outfit, that uniform you got on? But one time I was able to get away, and that's the difference too with visiting my daddy versus visiting my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they know I'm here to see my man. So
Yeah.
it's like every
I
little
cussed
thing
their
is a
ass out one
problem.
time.
Versus when I'm going to see my daddy, it's a little more chill. I ain't got
Them hoes didn't give me no
locked in
slack.
on me.
Oh, I
Them
cussed him out.
hoes
Let me
didn't
tell
give
you
me
something.
no
When
slack.
Michael was down at one prison,
Yeah.
and I had went to go see him, and I was just like, y'all bitches is really mad because we come in here to see our man, and we goddamn ain't selling. Mind you, I used to settle for the but it was internship though when I was doing college. But it was I used to settle for the job. Y'all bitches selling for a whole $36,000 a year salary, bitch. We make that in one goddamn transaction.
Ooh.
I'm talking big shit.
Oh, not I.
Taking big shit. I'm
Not
talking
I.
big
that
shit
bitch
back
said
then.
two
because-
words to me. Baby, I was walking out that door, I had so much wind behind my back, bitch. I get to talking like a slave with the police. Yeah, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, or no.
Right.
I don't play
But
with
no,
them
because I was just fed up. First of all, if you don't get there before 12 o'clock, you gotta wait to after
count.
count.
Yeah.
Wait,
you there
Even
on
if you
time,
get
but
there-
they running late.
Right. If you get there at 11:50, they gonna make you wait and make your inmate wait.
Wait.
You can get there at 11:30, and some of them bitches would be so mad and pressed. I used to be like, now y'all know damn well y'all could have told Michael,
One
come
time
outside.
I
come
drove
out.
4 hours to only spend maybe an hour with him in visitation.
I was kind of always on time, but they would be really, really slow. Like you said, depending on who in the front. Some hoes take their job more serious than the other, but I only did the body scan once. I think the shit was probably broke. But I didn't have to do that many times, but it is kind of, I ain't even gonna say it's as intense as it could be because, like we all know, shit be coming in that motherfucker all the time. I'm slow.
And
I know
it's
they
the
gonna
COs
catch me.
doing it.
And they overlooking shit.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, she checked my shoes. She ain't check her shoes. Cause bitch, we checking shoes. We checking everybody's shoes. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Okay, let's talk about something lighter. They didn't have phones with you. Bless your heart.
Girl.
But you was on the steps, wasn't you? No, wasn't you? Or in the kitchen. What was y'all? What? No, where was
Thank you,
y'all?
Poo Poo. Thank you,
If
Auntie
I worked in the
Poo Poo.
jail, we'd be on the step, the kitchen, the red room.
Yeah, we was on.
Where y'all was, girl? Cause I'm finna get to something. You was in the broom closet?
No, I wasn't in no broom closet. No, he respected me
You
more
was
than
in
that.
the custodial closet.
No, I wasn't in the custodial closet. I was on the step, and I was in the break room, in they
You
recreation
was on the
room.
step where they cooked the fried rice at.
Hell
Y'all never seen
no.
them cook that fried
Yeah, I
rice
could
on
on
the
that
step?
shit be looking good.
That shit do be looking
They
good.
barbecued the other
They
damn
be
day.
making
I was
some
like,
whole
damn.
damn hibachi
Fuck
in
that shit. Them
there.
nigga fried chicken. I said, what the fuck? Okay. So where y'all were in the utility closet?
No, we wasn't in the
Where you
utility
was?
closet. We was on the back step.
What back still?
And see, it's a whole, like I said, it was
Oh, it's a whole nother
older,
part. We can't-
a whole nother
oh.
part y'all want that you can't see unless you know where you
Girl,
work
how
at.
much time y'all had?
Actually, that was so exciting because
Wait, Auntie, we talking about a sexual encounter.
no, we're not talking about
okay.
a sexual encounter.
Girl, you know damn well they wasn't praying on the step.
We was. We're not talking about a sexual
Y'all was
encounter.
praying on the step.
Allegedly.
Y'all having
Allegedly.
y'all having
Allegedly.
church.
Y'all was praying on the
Yes, so
step.
he needed a little prayer and worship that day, and I took him all the way to church. So did, baby. Let me get my titty covered. Nah, but and I heard the lieutenant and the captain, cause we were down at the bottom. I heard the lieutenant and the captain up there.
Girl, what they were doing?
They was up there. The lieutenant and captain were just doing rounds. So when they
Girl,
did,
what if they would have caught you with your pants down?
He
You
said,
would have went to jail.
I didn't have my pants down. We
No,
doing
they were
prayer and
praying.
worship.
She was on her knees.
Yeah, we ain't finna keep talking about all that prayer. Cause if I work in the prison, I ain't fucking praying.
Did you take your clothes off or you?
Yeah, you pulled it down to your ankles. You like
I
what?
can
Or you unzipped it like
Your
what?
clothes off, that's crazy.
Oh, she said she gotta be careful. Okay, so anyway, y'all having praise and
So
worship.
you pulled to your ankle.
No, but no, I had my pants all the way off. Oh. And he asked me, he said, he said, we gotta stop. Those lieutenant sisters on Captain.
And what you say now?
I said, no, baby. No.
Quentin Cash started moving to the side. You took him out.
You don't see her doing this.
Yeah, what's the rolling?
Nope. I said, no.
Okay, so
We most certainly ain't
Okay, so
no.
Kayla, you in the cell phone era. This before our time, baby. Let's talk about phone sex.
Don't judge Auntie, baby.
Wait, everybody got their paddles. Wait, never have I ever had phone sex. Who done had phone sex? My sister ain't had phone sex. You had phone sex, sister? You had sister?
Why y'all? Come here.
Okay. Okay, so you in the cell phone era.
And just
okay.
some of that.
Let's talk about
Right.
Let's talk about the creativity of that fucking phone.
The creativity
See, I need
of
to
that
pull
phone. Baby.
Well, see, y'all get a chance to see each other now.
Well, he didn't have no FaceTime
I
capable phone at that time. So we
You
had
couldn't
to
call on Messenger and stuff.
we had to send our pictures.
When that nigga locked up 99, bitch,
He
we been
wasn't
had
locked up in
videos.
99. He didn't have no iPhone. And he
That
didn't make
Androids
no
got-
Facebook at the time.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't no Messenger. It wasn't that. It
I
was
fell in
just,
love through
bitch,
Messenger.
it was Temptations. Just my imagination.
Swear to God.
Swear to God. It was just my imagination. We
I got a
sent
story to
pictures.
tell,
And
baby.
it ain't nothing like that prison shower picture when it ain't nothing surrounding them but bricks. And
Bitch, please.
that dick is a brick.
Wait, bitch, wait a minute. He took a shower picture. I ain't never
He
had no
took
shower.
he took a shower pig.
Why he
took a
taking his
shower
phone to the
pig.
shower?
Bitch, he was in the halfway
Oh,
house.
see, y'all niggas.
Oh, see, when she talking about in the jail. Well, see, I'm gonna tell you what I did was we didn't have the cell phone era, but we did have phone sets where we used to have phone sets on the phone.
It was your imagination.
So
It's-
no,
it's
we used
your
to do it. We
imagination.
used to nut on the paper and send it to each other.
You know what?
Wait.
I heard of that.
Wait, no, for
Nut on the
real.
paper.
No, for real. 'Cause I gotta be sure I'm understanding.
Nut
Y'all know I
on
don't
the
be
paper
catching
and
up.
send it in the mail.
Send it in the mail.
Sending your coochie
Crystal, you
through the
did
mail. And
Crystal, they don't know when that shit dry up and it turned that blue part light. when it turned that blue part on that paper light.
No, y'all different. Wait a minute. Now wait. So y'all used to.
So we having an open conversation. Let's have it.
No, let's talk.
Let's talk.
No, 'cause I done propped the phone up for sure.
no,
But we talking about nothing on some notebook paper. It's crazy.
Nothing on some notebook paper.
And what you do when you get it? You smell
You let
it?
it dry. You let it dry. No, it was wide. It was wide.
Was it wide?
It was wide, rule.
Wait, auntie.
So they sent it to you.
Wait, so where did you put?
Yeah.
Wait, no. Wait, 'cause
So you put it at the back of the letter.
So show me how you put it on the paper.
Yeah.
You want me to?
Yeah.
No, I can't do that because I'm a married woman.
No, auntie, I gotta know.
Let me get
How the hell do you nut on paper? Do you wipe it?
wipe it like that
Or
or you
it just on the bed?
No. So when you in you having phone sex with him, he telling you,
don't gotta do all that. bro.
I like the roll. I like the roll.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Let her get into character.
Yeah.
so let me go back.
Keep
It's
rolling,
22
baby.
years ago. So let me go back. So you get into character and you in there, he like, what you doing? And I'm like, yeah. Damn, that pussy getting wet. Damn. And he like, you using your vibrator, you use your hand. I'm like, I'm using my fucking hand. So I'm down there like this,
Playing the guitar.
playing the guitar. I'm stringing that motherfucker along.
Yeah.
Not
So then-
strumming your pain
Yeah.
with his fingers.
Yeah, I'm stringing it along. So I'm like, okay, baby. God damn. I'm like, what you doing? He like, I'm struggling this big dick. I'm like, yeah. Ooh. Take you a little bit more of that Vaseline.
Wait, y'all gotta be quiet. I gotta make sure this mic hear you. Talk in the mic. Yeah.
No.
Talk up.
I said,
You stroking his
take-
big dick and what?
I said, take you a little more of that Vaseline and lotion, mix it a little together, make that pussy wet, spit on that shit, imagine this shit, my pussy on your motherfucking dick. And they gonna ride that dick like I used to ride that dick. Come on, give it to me, give it to me.
Hey, Auntie Paul. Y'all,
Hold on, cause I'm breaking, hold on. I'm breaking character, hold on. So then he said, what
Auntie
you,
talk in the mic.
he said, what you doing? I said,
Auntie getting hot.
I'm fucking, yeah, I need that fan.
Man, that shit taking me back.
Yeah, I said I'm about to get ready to nut. Just keep talking to me. Don't stop talking. Don't stop talking.
Please don't stop talking,
stroking. Don't
whatever you
stop
do.
stroking. Don't stop stroking. Stroke it up. Stroke it down. Motherfucker hit my ass. Make that shit clap.
Yeah, bitch, pull my hair.
Pull my
What he gotta do?
Pull my motherfucker. Hit my ass. Make that shit clap. Bow. Pull my motherfucking hair, nigga. You love me.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you know I
Please
love
tell
you.
me you love
Cause
me.
this how I'm talking right now. Motherfucker, you know I love you. You know I don't love nobody else but you. I ain't never loved no motherfucking man the way I love you. Just keep saying, say my name. Say my name. And he go, you know how he talk. So he gonna say my name. Tanya. And I'm like, God damn, say that shit again. He was like, tell your name. Say your name. Say your name. Say my name. Who pussy this is? Who pussy this is? See, y'all youngers don't know nothing about this phone. He's saying who pussy this is? Who pussy this is? And it's showing. So right now he's saying get the paper. Get the
Wait,
paper.
she getting the paper.
He said you got the paper because we already got the paper next to us. I said yeah. He said sit down on the bed
Should she getting the paper?
and do your leg like this. Spread that out. And just put that paper up under you and let it drip. So right that time, I'm stroking that motherfucker like this. And
You
the shit
playing a
just-
lullaby.
That shit just dripping. It dripping on the paper. And he like, I was like, you can't yet. He like, I'm about to. I'm about to get ready to call now. I said, go ahead on. You got your paper?
Not you I ain't got no paper, baby.
Cause see, back then we had you be on the collect phone call, but you got 2 or 3 other niggas that's out there looking out for you.
Wait a motherfucking minute, cause y'all done had no cell phone. So that nigga on the wild phone.
He on the wall phone.
Girl,
but see,
please.
how the wall phone was, it was in a room. It wasn't out in the open. It was in a room. They had the wall phone. They had like 4 phones lined up.
He stroking his dick on the wild phone.
He struck his dick in the wall phone.
That's real love.
He struck it in the wall phone.
Can
So
we get a round
next
of
thing I
applause
know,
for that real love?
But wait. So you squatted over the paper.
I squatted over the paper and it dripped down on the paper.
And then, wait a minute, cause this is imperative. From there, you let it dry.
You let it dry.
On the dresser.
On my bathroom counter probably.
Okay, and then you fold it.
No, you write another, you make it your last page of your letter and say, love you, love always,
Wow. And then you fold it and you put it in the envelope.
in an envelope with the rest of the letter.
That's some real shit. Well, wait a minute.
Don't let that bitch say you got 2 minutes left.
Wait!
Okay,
You have.
Auntie, you just took this shit in that level. Okay, Kayla, wait, cause you had a phone.
I had a phone.
Okay.
So I just had my toy. I ain't that exciting like Auntie, baby. I just had
Bitch,
my
you can't
toy.
beat no notebook
You
paper.
can't beat no notebook paper. I had my toy and I had that phone. And when I came and he came, that was all she wrote. I don't got no story.
Baby, you be looking forward to that letter and them 4 days come in, cause I want to see that. Cause let me tell you something, when you hold it up to the light, you see it. It's transparent and see it. So
Not
you can
it's
see it.
transparent.
Yeah, you can see it. You
But
can see it come through.
paper.
Tell your cuss so you can tell your story.
You talking about the paper. I had a
wait,
situation
wait,
where
um,
a female inmate cut the center of her panties out and mailed it.
And see, that was when we used to send pictures. So I used to
Yeah,
get my
she cut
sister down
the middle
to
of her
take pictures of me
panties
in
out and mailed it
lingerie.
to somebody.
I definitely did a phone
And then we
shoot.
did,
Yeah,
I
I
still
did
got,
a
I looked at my pictures the other day.
My picture's cute
When
as
we
fuck.
came an hour or 2. And I was
Yeah, I
thick
did some
then.
pictures.
Let me show y'all. Okay. Well, we can move right along.
No,
'cause we,
tell your story
No, we
about
can't
your
beat that
phone
notebook paper.
Tell them you set
Okay.
that phone up on your dresser. Tell them.
On the dresser?
Well, the first time I propped my phone up, I just didn't know what I was doing. I thought this was so stupid. I was just like, what do I do?
You open your pussy and you play with it.
That motherfucker said
You
gotta
bust
get
that
into
pussy wide
it.
open and you play with it. That's exactly what you do.
Now I know how to, I'm just saying like,
Shit, you throw that motherfucker like this.
Close your legs,
Right,
baby.
yeah.
I said I just was nervous.
Oh, y'all done got me. I remember this time.
I live with a nigga.
I'm ready, baby.
I lived with my
Auntie
boyfriend since I was 18. I ain't never had to have a phone set. I had in-house dick. So what do you want me to do? I'm putting the phone up to play with it. Okay, wasn't that? I know you had to talk. You had to use them adjectives and all that whispering and sticking your tongue out and bouncing that ass back on the bed because this is really retarded. This is really retarded, but I like it a little bit. It feel good. Yeah, like you gotta fake ride a dick. Cool. But shit, how long I gotta do it? Like, yeah. Anyway, okay, well, we can't beat, round of applause, let's see. We can't beat no notebook paper. I mean, hats off to you, man.
The things you don't do, the things you do for love.
That's crazy.
I mean, because at that time we had to use our, well, I already know what it felt like or whatsoever, so it was just like, we just reenacting what the hell we did on the steps or in the day room.
So you don't buy no paper. You don't buy no more paper.
They threw it paper.
Who? I got a whole bunch of more paper. Shit, I got paper back from then. Hell, probably Zion used that shit to this day.
Let's talk
You
about,
know what?
let's talk about, okay, we talked about trust.
We did.
We did.
When your man comes home, especially because y'all man did a long period of time, do they get a hall pass for cheating? Because I'll go first.
I was finna say
I'll share this part because I got a lot to say. I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I don't want to confine a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to make you have to do nothing. I don't want to force your hand. I don't want you to have to do shit. If that's what you feel that you want to do, you could do that. That don't mean I'ma be with you. You get what I'm saying? I get the choice to say, you know what I'm saying? I want to be with you or I don't. But I do think for niggas that go away for a long ass time, it is completely unrealistic and unfair to make that man come home to your working ass and have y'all be having fucking children by the time the man come home.
Yep.
So they gotta take care of you and your bad ass baby. Them niggas need some freedom.
They do.
But you need to do right. I'm talking to the camera.
Oh, okay. I'm like, who the hell she talking to?
Look, you ready for our story? You ready for our story?
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
got one.
So with me.
Wait, so did you get your nigga high pass?
So with me, I definitely gave him a hall pass. He did 8 years in prison.
That's a
when he
real bitch.
left, that's being realistic though. When he left, he was what, 18? When he came home, he was 27. So it's like,
Nigga, get your rocks off.
get your rocks out.
But get what?
I know that I'm not the apple of your eye. Now, whether he chose to use it or not was totally up to him, which I will share with y'all that he did not.
Let me say this though.
good.
Everything is with respect. You feel what I'm
Everything
saying?
is with respect.
Everything is with
Everything
respect.
is with respect.
Even like women that let's say are married or whatever, and your man doing time. If you got something going on the side or whatever, everything should be with respect. He shouldn't know the
Absolutely.
nigga. It shouldn't be no nigga from his hood, his family member, nobody he did business with, nothing like that. You need to go find you a lame nigga that work at the Home Depot and goddamn Alpharetta don't nobody know. You get what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Everything is with respect.
Absolutely. He didn't choose to use his hall pass, but the same grace he gave me when he was in prison, when I explained to y'all earlier, he like, you know, I'ma already have in my mind that you did sleep with somebody, so that if it did happen, it wouldn't hurt me as bad. And that's the same with me. He did 8 years in prison. I would be a fool to think, oh, he finna come home and this finna just be me, him, and my 9-year-old child. She wasn't 9 at the time, but
Yeah.
what was she? 4 at the time. It's gonna be me, him, my 4-year-old child. We
'Cause that's
finna
really
just
a
have
lot of
real family.
responsibility,
That's
too.
he came home to a lot of responsibility. He did. So I did give him that grace. I did.
If he chose to.
If he chose to, I did.
Do you ever think like maybe he did, you just don't know?
Yeah, I was just
And
gonna say
if he did and I don't know, I
You did
prefer it that
damn-
way because
yeah.
at this point, I don't need, ain't no woman called my phone,
Yeah.
ain't no woman reached out to me on
You're not
social
embarrassed
media.
when you go
I'm
nowhere.
not embarrassed when I go nowhere. So what I don't know,
Won't hurt me.
that's it.
Yeah, respect. Like
That's
respect
it.
is big. Okay.
Nope. I was selfish as fuck because he was selfish as fuck. I was selfish as fuck because he was selfish as fuck. Even though we did split while he was in there and I did have a relationship with someone, but I never not put him first. Even though we wasn't in a relationship, he still got his monthly. He still got everything. So I did not give him a hall pass. But in the same sense, I did because he did 20 years to the door. So a lot of shit that was coming back to me, I swept it up under the rug. Like, well, He just doing this because he went in at 18 too.
I thought he went
18,
in.
19.
You a child still, excuse me.
Yeah. So he actually grew up in there. He was 38, going on 39 when he came home.
Jesus.
So
And not to cut you off, the time of the era when he went in and now
It's
this
totally
this
it's
is
different.
totally
whole
different. You
time.
gotta think
Totally
about it.
different.
He went in the early 90s.
Not the early 90s.
Yeah, you weren't even born.
Well, we were born in the early 90s, auntie, so
he
how
went in
early
ni-
we talking?
He went in 92. You were born in 93.
93, yeah.
So that nigga still had to write down phone numbers on paper
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit. Like, yeah.
Girl, my daddy came home with a whole address book.
Yeah.
I said,
My
Daddy, what the
daddy
hell is
still
the
got an
address book?
Like,
What is
but-
the address
To answer your
book?
question, no, I did not tell him you get a pass. Because if I had told him got a pass, that motherfucker
would've
probably
did
would
it
have had
like-
true. What?
But see, I've experienced giving them a pass, and I've seen what it's like to not give them a pass.
I would say I kept a blind eye. I shut my eye, one eye open,
And you know,
one
we're
eye
not
closed.
saying no names, but it was a situation that I witnessed that was very close to me. The guy did 10 years in prison, came home, and was in a relationship, but ended up having a baby with somebody that he told his girl was his best friend. So it's benefits to giving a pass versus just, oh
I'm
no, you're not
sorry.
going to
Well,
Ain't
y'all
no
just made me
benefit
say,
to
ain't no
giving no
passes.
pass. I don't want you. I don't want to know. But like you said, it's all about respect.
Yeah.
Don't go out here getting no bum teeth ass bitch from your neighborhood that goddamn that been around your family for years. No, none of that. If you gonna do some shit, I shouldn't know shit about it.
Absolutely.
I shouldn't know anything about it.
It should never come back.
It should
to you.
never come back to your wife. Because at that time, by this time, because I refused to marry him when he was in prison.
But
he wanted to
y'all
get
had
married,
got-
but we hadn't got married
What
when he
made
came
you
home.
not want to get married in prison?
Because I knew that I was gonna spend my wedding night with my husband.
Period.
It was not gonna
You
be
gotta
no phone
consummate
call.
that marriage.
No, we consummated the marriage. We consummated the marriage when we said our vows on them
even
back
know-
steps.
I don't
We
even know if y'all
consummated
saying
the-
that word right.
Consummate.
Consummate. We consummated the marriage when we was in that damn TV room because we had already in our mindset we married. We just put it on paper. So we had already in our mindset
There's so much
that.
passion behind you. Like,
Y'all on the hall pass while they was on the hall pass?
Oh, I didn't have a hall pass. I just left. You told me you come home in 5 years and you didn't. And when you did come
I
home in
already
5
get a hall
years,
pass.
So with
when you
me,
did get a 5 years, and then now you expect for me to do the remainder of this time with you, which I'm gonna do it, but don't. Hey,
Like, how do you
nights like this, I wish.
So with me, I didn't have a hall pass at the time that he had a hall pass. Because by the time he came home, I had it made up in my mind. I done been to college. I done did everything under the sun. So by the time he made it home, I was ready to be exclusively
Yeah,
his.
he is.
And see, that's the same thing what happened to me. By the time Michael came home, I was ready to be, I'm through partying. I done did everything I do. I got my career. I know what I want to do. So by the time he getting ready to come home, I'm settling down. He been locked up since he was 18.
He ready to run.
He ready to go to the clubs. He ready to do whatever. He ready to be with his brothers, his family. And like I said, me being honest, and I was selfish as fuck. No. So
I
that
feel
might
like
have
if we
created
tell them
his-
no, they're going to sneak and do it anyway.
Do you feel like that caused some resentment though? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want you to do this, or not the cheating, but let's just say like they want to do shit when they come home. They want to hang out. They want to be with their people, and you just like, no. Do you think that caused some
Let
resentment?
me tell you one thing about Michael. If Michael want to do something, Michael gonna goddamn do it. It don't matter whether I can say no up here till I'm pink as your damn shirt. He gonna steal. He gonna steal. When he got in his mind, it's something that he wants to do. He's gonna do it. It don't matter. I can sit right there and cry river, boo, all that shit. No, I'm not finna do none of that shit. Okay. My thing is respect that shit when it come back to fuck around.
Listen.
Cause see now I'm telling you
You gonna
what
suffer.
You gonna suffer.
For everything. Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm telling you that instead of you going to the club the weekend, let me and you do something.
You ain't have to raise up on
No,
me.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, let me.
Auntie raised up.
No, let me and you go somewhere. Let me and you do something. Every time we go somewhere, we go to the restaurant, your ass go complain about the food, or you gonna complain about this. You goddamn right I'm gonna complain about the food because the motherfuckers didn't cook the shit the way I paid for them to cook it.
Girl, we can't cook for you cooking ass people. You
So-
cookers, they complain about everything.
No, I don't.
They use too much garlic powder. All that, we can't please.
When
you
have we ever
motherfuckers.
went anywhere and I complain?
I don't know, cause we don't eat out much. I eat in your kitchen. But y'all cookers, you can't
But
cook
no,
for
so,
y'all.
no, at that
Don't
time-
they critique everything?
No, I don't. Now all
I'm
of y'all
not
done
saying
been
you,
around.
but I'm saying people that cook. You like that, Von. You like that.
Thank you. It is done. We do. We
But-
gonna taste it. But no, so I'm like, okay. So you don't want to take me out? You okay? Respect that shit when it come back around.
Yeah.
Respect that shit when it come back around.
When-
Cause
Most
when
I
fuck
respect
that shit,
when it
cause
come
it's
back
gonna
around.
come.
Okay.
Fuck, I'ma still be sitting at home. Nigga, I look good. Huh. Fuck that shit.
Okay. Next case. Did
Not hit the gravel.
right hit the ground the gavel.
The gavel.
Did y'all people do like any type of therapy, any type of counseling when they came home? Do y'all think they should have?
He
They did.
did
Okay,
not do counseling. I feel like he should have done counseling. Because it was just small things that I start to notice. Like, I don't know what it is about them with not spitting in the sink when they brush their teeth.
What the fuck
He
is
lifts
that?
the toilet.
Yep.
He lifts the toilet
In
and
their
he still
in
does
their
this to
defense,
this
in their
day.
defense, they put their ice in the sink. You
Yeah.
know all that stuff.
It's a lot of things.
They do a lot of
that,
stuff.
Yeah,
Sink,
it's a lot
that
of
sink
things.
is like precious to them.
It is.
Can somebody give me a piece of tissue or napkin?
And so for
Janelle, you give me
him,
a
I
picture.
still feel like some things he do, I would deem as him being institutionalized. It's situations where if we're in a space like this, and it may be too many people in the space, he gets real bad anxiety. We went to a bowling alley, and it was, and I'm really not trying to, it was a lot of people of a certain stature, if y'all understand what I'm saying. And he just kind of like, oh, I feel so uncomfortable. And he kind of gets in shutdown mode. And I tell him all the time, like, hey, it's okay to go seek counseling because us as black people feel like if you go sit on somebody's couch, you crazy.
Yeah.
You
But we
mental
talk
health.
about that all the time.
But
Go
I
talk.
feel like they really need some help because it's a lot of things. I would refer to it as re-entry counseling because even though the halfway house is supposed to be a place where
But it's
it's
not. It's
slowly
still jail.
introducing them
It's
to the
still
world,
jail.
Let me say this,
it's still jail.
Prison, again, dating people that have gone to jail and people in prison is two different things. Prison is extremely dangerous.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
He's seen people get killed right in front of him.
Yeah, like the shit is normal. You know what I'm saying? On top of fuck that, I remember I was talking to this one girl. She was like, she was on the phone with her boyfriend. She said they just heard somebody screaming, but you know you hear noise in prison all the time. But they kept screaming. They kept screaming. She said her boyfriend told her the next day he was getting raped. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all type of shit that they hear, they see, how they feel, and it's like you would think them. You know, they say when you go away, you supposed to be teaching them a lesson or they getting punished for their crime, but you really not doing that. But letting them niggas be around some more niggas that know how to do shit bigger and better than them. They're not really getting rehabilitated for real. You know what I'm saying? They just thinking of more ways.
Prison is traumatized.
Yeah, they just
Very
thinking of
much
more
so.
ways
And
to
when you
make
go in at an
money.
early age as 18,
Yeah.
19,
You impressionable anyway.
He went in, like I was explaining the person to y'all
Like a
that I
good
knew
kid.
prior to prison, he came out a totally different person.
Yeah,
Totally different person.
yeah.
And it's really sad.
I think the prison should do a better job of
having counseling.
not even counseling, giving them niggas something to do. That's why so many
But see, that's what I'm
killings-
saying. The thing about it is back when they had vocational, Michael is a certified brick masonry. You had computer classes when I was working there.
My
You had
daddy got
computer
his
classes.
GED in
Yeah,
prison.
and you get a college degree. You actually have barber people. They got cosmetology school in there. They have a lot of programs in there. I don't know if they still have it to this day, but it's a
I don't
lot
hear
of.
much about it. Do y'all hear
It's
much?
just if you
But it was a whole vocational school at the prison where I worked. So they had brick masonry, they had cosmetology, they had computer programming.
I hear like classes
database.
about like maybe anger management or drugs.
But see, that's a class that you have to take before you come home.
That's what I'm saying. That's not a real
That's
class.
not a real class.
That's not a
That's
real
just
skill.
saying something. I'm not gonna go sell drugs no more. But then next week you got them. You meet
get
back up with the
paid.
plug. You get
Yeah.
that back
So
in.
what y'all saying is, it's available, they just rather do trap shit and get up shit.
No,
No, it's not available to them. We don't know. I don't know if it was available.
I can't agree. This depends on what prison.
Yeah,
I would say I
Right.
agree
I
with
feel
that.
like the prisons in Georgia could definitely offer more than what they do because you got prisons that's in other states, and I know it sounds minor to y'all, but you got prisons in other states that's offering conjugal visits where an inmate is allowed to have sex with their wife
But
or
they have to be
whatever.
married.
That's why I
They
said
have to
their
be-
wife.
they
They
have
have
to
to
be
be
married.
married, but still that's appreciated when you can do that in other prisons.
And when you
because
get that
sometimes
privilege and it's
they
them-
give them the peace of mind to make it through another week or something.
And see, the thing about it is, they're the behavior. If they be on good behavior, that's when they get those conjugal visits. Or you can even got some prison wives that go spend the whole weekend
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
the prison.
You know, like right now on Boulevard, you see the houses. And
Oh
the
yeah, that's the
trailers and
feds.
shit like
Yeah,
that.
but it's a federal penitentiary.
Girl, I
though.
remember them bitch. Girl, they didn't even want you holding hand. Girl, I done drove 2 hours. Girl, let me hold this nigga.
Yeah, and see, you can
Right.
only kiss when you first come in a visitation.
Yeah, and when you leave.
And when
Yep.
you leave.
Not me.
You was
Yeah, you can't just get
I'm
no
kissing.
random kiss. Y'all, I was so happy to be able to pull up in the drive-thru with this man and order some food from Checkers. Because when they be in prison, it really is. It's the little things that you really appreciate. Walking in the grocery store, holding his hand, pulling up to the gas station, him pumping your gas for you. It really
Just
be the
being
small
together.
things.
Just being together,
just being
right.
together. Girl, I'll never forget, we went to the Fairfield one time. Because the first hotel I told y'all was like a motel.
Y'all had
6.
outdoor highways.
We went to the Fairfield where they offer free continental breakfast. We sat there and we ate that damn
What a
yogurt like
time.
we was in the States.
Okay.
There was a time. And a time was had.
Well, see, Michael used to go from the halfway. He went to the halfway because he did go to the halfway house as well.
Yeah.
When he didn't have to go to work, I would go pick him up and we would go over to we would go over there to my sister's house because it was closer. I had moved back to Millersville to take care of my grandma. Girl, I cooked the whole goddamn breakfast, fried pork chops, salmon, grits, homemade biscuits. That man only ate one piece of goddamn pork chop. Because he was just like so overwhelmed to the fact of like
I literally just asked him, I was like, what you want to do? You want to go eat something? He said, man, you be so happy. Come on, you don't
That
think
be
about
real.
it.
he was so
overwhelmed.
overwhelmed, and this was
Yeah.
like his second time being out. He was like so overwhelmed. He was just like,
Soaking it
just
in.
give me a piece of pork chop and some bread.
So let me ask
Yeah.
y'all this.
But you ain't never
Would
tell you
you-
about Michael Milton.
Oh, girl, come on.
About his insult. The only thing I have to put up with him, and y'all already know that what he do all day now, like clean the fuck up.
Yes. Yes.
Baby, let me tell you something. I can't lay nothing down on the floor. Nothing down on the floor. That's the only problem as far as him not being able to sleep or him doing stuff.
It's a requirement though.
Yeah, it's a requirement.
Yeah.
I would prefer a clean
But see, I
man.
think, excuse me, I think that, y'all excuse me. I think that his behavior came from, it was just like a party in there for him. Like he was that, like I told you, he was that man, so it wasn't so much of the fact. Everybody gravitated around him. Like everybody wanted to be around him every day because they knew that they were gonna laugh. They knew that he was gonna do some stupid shit or do something that just made the time go by. So I don't think that it's the only problem I have with him is just the cleaning. That's it.
I'm not never gonna complain about you cleaning.
No.
Cause I went for
I
a motherfucker
do.
that
Let me
did.
tell you something. When you looking for some shit and you can't find it.
Oh,
And you
'cause
go
he throw
everything away.
We was moving one time, y'all, out of our townhome. And y'all, for those who do their own makeup, y'all know how important a James Charles palette is. That is like the top of the line eyeshadow. I'm looking for my James Charles palette and my brushes. I'm like, baby, where you put it at? Oh, I put it in one of them bags downstairs. Something in my spirit told me
That
that
nigga
man
throw
threw my
that
shit
shit
away.
away.
I went out there in that trash can and there it was. They throw everything.
Everything.
If it look like
you
trash,
clean up, but
if
don't
it's
touch
out of
my
place,
shit.
it's going
Oh,
in the
let me
trash.
they gonna touch your shit.
Because we talked about a lot. We talked about a lot. Oh, y'all know any prison lingo? Y'all want to share with the
Oh
people?
yeah, girl. Can I get your math? You know about the math? That's a phone number.
Oh,
That's
girl,
the
they said that
phone
on the
number.
street. They were asking us that at the skate ring.
Nobody asked me that at no skate ring,
Hey,
baby.
let me tell you something. The only thing I know, 10-4, it's a 1096. That's
I know about the
that's
B11.
1096. They got them going 1025. Can send ASAP. Send help over here ASAP. 10-4.
See, that's that CO. We
Yeah.
talking about that prison lingo. We talking about that prison lingo. It was the math, and it was getting put on the door. You know about getting put on the door?
Yeah.
We know about getting put on the door. You don't know.
So
what
you
that
was on
is?
the other side.
Oh yeah, you.
You were taking nigga from the door.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
was taking them from the door.
I know a
From
little
the
bit, but
dorm to
not
the door.
much. But
What's your prison lingo about?
not much. Just like lame shit, like Vizzo. That's visitation.
Yeah.
I know about the mule. That's like the do girls that work in the prison. That's really stupid shit. Pockets. I'm not really in it.
Pocket.
Girl, you
just
gonna have to have a
days.
pocket. You gonna have to have a pocket.
I'm not in it. Y'all know I eat.
Auntie, I ain't never ate no pocket. He tried to make me a Bombay one time, but I
Oh
wasn't
yeah, that
going for
Bombay is the shit.
I
That Bombay, let me
wasn't
tell
going
you
for
something,
that
baby. One
Bombay.
time I had to drive my sister.
Tell the people what a Bombay is. They
A
don't
Bombay
Bombay
is
is
an energy
coffee.
drink. It's
Yeah.
before Red Bull was even
Right.
Red Bull.
It's
Red
your
Bull.
coffee, your Jolly Ranchers,
Your hot
Kool-Aid.
chocolate, your Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
mixed all up together, and you drink
And you got to whip it.
Whip it,
Cause
yeah.
you got to whip it so good that the grains from that coffee
and the
ain't
grain
there.
and
it got to be smooth.
It got to be smooth.
I
So
wouldn't make it.
my man whip game real strong. I made some homemade mashed potato yesterday. I said, baby, come mash these potatoes
Yeah.
up. Cause I knew they were gonna be good and creamy.
Yeah.
Cause that whip game is
Yeah,
strong.
that Bombay got me from Georgia to Arkansas.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about a lot. Would y'all recommend being in a prison relationship?
It take a strong bitch to be in a
It
prison
takes-
You
relationship.
gotta be a big back, strong.
Or one of them big, your back gotta
Heavy
be clapping.
duty.
You can't be
big.
one of them bitches that trying to unbid your back.
Back.
That back got to be strong.
Yeah, it
for
takes a
prison
strong, and I'm
relationship.
sorry, I'm not gonna say bitch. It takes a strong person because you gotta think about it. We got men that's dating women that's in prison too.
This is true.
That's true.
We got
This is
men,
true.
so you have to be a strong person. The mental has to be there.
What's the hardest part, y'all? The distance, right? The distance,
The
right?
hardest part for me, yeah, I would say is
The
the
distance, the
loneliness.
physical aspect.
The loneliness. That's the hardest part.
I wouldn't recommend nobody to get in a relationship with anybody from prison. I wouldn't encourage my niece to, you know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
follow your heart, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like I said, you meet people and you just know, like, there's something special about you.
Right.
But I wouldn't recommend it. It's a lot
not
of
for the weak.
sacrifice. Hell no, it's not for the weak. And if you're an emotional person, this is not for you.
Definitely not.
No.
Or
It's
if you
not.
are emotional, you need to have somebody that knows how to work with you through your emotions.
Balance
you know what I'm
it
saying?
out.
And not making you feel bad, like you always crying.
And the
like,
reason why I feel like it's like a strong-minded individual because, like you said, Auntie, you got those people that's gonna be in your ear, that's gonna be telling you how crazy you is, how stupid
how,
you is,
last
how
question,
this
I swear
man
to
gonna
God,
leave
how's y'all
you.
support system? I feel like mine cool.
I didn't have a support system. Everybody pretty much felt like when he got home from prison, he was gonna leave me. And we are in a successful relationship today. He is actively speaking with his mom and other people regarding an engagement. So we had a baby.
Now, how you supposed to know? You ain't supposed to know about your
Well, I don't
engagement.
know about the plans. I just know it's in the making. That's all I needed to know. Cause honestly, I ain't have another year in me.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I ain't have another year in
Well,
me.
my
But when
support
he came
system-
home,
okay,
we
go on,
had
sorry.
our baby. We had the first baby. Let me see. He came home in July. I was pregnant by October. I lost my first baby. I was pregnant right again, and now we have a 3-year-old, and he's now raising my 9-year-old like it's his. So there are successful prison love stories, and even though ours didn't start by me meeting him as a prisoner, he still did 8 years and had free will to come home and do whatever
If he wanted to do.
Please, he chose not to.
Yeah.
You ready for me? Because you already know what I say, baby. Uncle Mike stood on his word, baby. He stood, that's why I say all the time, he told me he was gonna marry me when he came home. Check, he did.
For sure.
He told me that we wasn't gonna have to worry about much. That's a slight check, but we really don't have to worry about much because one thing he is a provider.
For sure.
And he told me that he was gonna take care of me and that he was gonna love me forever. And I realized I really deep down inside feel that even if we was to split up,
He always got your back.
he always gonna have my back and I'm
Yeah.
always gonna have his.
Yeah.
But my support system actually didn't come from my family until he came home because they didn't know him. Like I told you, I didn't grow up around my family with them being in the street. So when he came home, his support system was his family to me,
Which became yours.
which became my family.
I do think, not to cut you off, you do need to have a support system because sometimes you just be having questions. Sometimes you just be sad. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to. But I do realize, just not with shit like this, just in general, you have to talk to certain people about certain things. And you have to keep some people out your fucking business because they just won't understand. And some shit just won't make sense to you. I mean, to them.
It's not because, and when I wouldn't say that it don't make sense to them. Maybe they think that you are devaluing.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? You're not.
'Cause he's in prison.
Because he's in prison and you're more valuable
Yeah.
than what you are because they think it's a settlement. No, it ain't no damn settlement.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes, especially in my case, my man came home and did better than
A lot of
men.
They had more time out here.
Yep.
Well, y'all, we talked about a lot. Maybe we'll do a part 2. But I thank y'all for coming, sharing y'all stories. I learned about notebook paper. What else y'all learned about? B11. What else?
Packets.
I knew about packets.
we learned about Bombay. So
Bombay.
I learned what it's
Make y'all
called, Bombay.
And somebody said humping under the stairs.
Humping on the
Stay.
stairs.
Praise
Oh,
the
Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby.
having church.
Put 'em on the door.
Put them
Put
on
them
the
on the
door.
door. Yeah.
Oh, damn, y'all. We were supposed to call down there. But anyway. Thank y'all.
Go to call.
Part 2 goes.
Let's see.
We may still have a little time to call.
Let's see.
Call my son. Let me call my son.
Let's see.
He behind that making state.
You ain't supposed to say no name.
I sure like.
Auntie, you said you was going. You
Let's
said you
see.
used to put your leg up.
I used to park down on that bed.
The notebook paper is crazy.
Notebook.
The notebook paper, which you used to use it for the
Cousin,
Yeah,
what you doing?
on the phone.
Damn, we was on the show.
Why you ain't, what you trying to ask a question?
Nah, we just talking. Look, Auntie was sitting up there. We were talking about phone sex and stuff, right?
Yeah.
She said back in her day they used to nut on the paper. You know about that?
No, that's too deep.
Right, nephew.
Cousin, she said they nut on the paper. They send it to each other and the paper turned translucent.
Transparent.
Man, that's deep.
That's real deep.
What she used to do with the paper?
They used to mail it.
I said, what she do with the paper when she get the paper?
Oh, what you do with the paper when you got his?
Tell you, you'll never know.
Oh, she said she can't tell us. She probably put that shit in the pot. That's why the nigga ain't left it. She done put roots on
Or
this
buried
nigga.
it in the backyard.
She try to get pregnant like that then.
Nah, you can't get
By the
pregnant
time
like
that shit
that.
get here dried
It's
up.
dried up.
I thought you put it in some like some,
With the paper was sticking in
what's her name?
Wait.
No, you have to let it dry because if anything wet come through, they're gonna
Oh, okay, but
confiscate
yeah, we
it.
was just calling well. Don't say nothing too much, but you want to say something to the world?
Speak, nigga.
Cause, oh, he probably hung up. Cool. But anyway, y'all, this has been Ghetto Girl with Good Table Manners. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see y'all real soon.
Peace.